Playing some King's Quest. I guess it's a new game on PlayStation. I went to the free games and that was under, most of them were VRs. The new games, or most of them were VRs, but there's a couple like King's Quest that you could play on with the controller. Okay. I'm going to check out all this real quick. Controller vibration, I want that off. Squares inventory. Okay, very simple controls it seems. Okay. Play. Can I download that? Do you have to buy it? Okay. I guess the only chapter 1 is free. You have to buy the rest. Okay, let's play chapter 1. This feels a lot like Fable. I don't think it's called Fable. I don't remember what it's called. Never mind. Okay, guess we're going down.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
There's so much riches in here, though. Okay.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Guess it automatically jumps for you? Okay. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. It looks like it has Borderlands graphics with
guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happens.
With like, I don't remember. Still don't remember what that game is. Hold on.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch.
Okay. I had to see.
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
I mean, it's not a bad story where I'm at right now. I might spend a little bit of money to get chapter 2, see what happens. In like chapter so-and-so.
Books with foreboding titles.
Like all the chapters, actually.
Strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon. Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts. Amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
Well, I want to check out everything. That's a bell.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Let me go check over there real quick, just to make sure I checked everything. Okay, I can't go in the water. I mean,
volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
okay. Looks like we have to go back. We have to backtrack. I guess I can't go backwards. I guess I have a handle already, okay.
What did you...
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day, too, if Amira was my only friend. Wait a minute.
Okay, okay. I get it now. Have to hide. Huh. like it's craving.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Beautiful bow, though. He just won't let go. Do I have a bow now? Or is that just... So... Okay.
The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
How do I get out? Aha, see it. Sleeping now, okay. Okay, I see it now. I think. Have to do it while he's feeding, it seems. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Come on, keep eating, keep eating, keep eating. I guess that's not what you're supposed to do. Okay. What happened? Is it glitching? Oh. I don't get that. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, I wasn't sure. It's heavy.
Let me guess.
Okay, let's retry that. Oh man. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. Hello.
With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
I think this is going to be the end of that chapter 1, it feels like, as soon as I get out of here.
I had 3 choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Yep, definitely into chapter 1.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Where can I learn to shoot like that?
A good mentor and practice. This wasn't the first time I went eye to eye with that hideous beast. And while that shot was certainly in self-defense, that arrow was a bit vengeful, I'm afraid. But let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more scary.
Dragons don't scare me, even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that dragon, I'll finish him off for you. And I'll be known throughout Daventry as Gwendolyn the Brave.
That's quite a bold plan. One that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Guards!
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or if he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Gart you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of... treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
That's a rabbit. I guess. Might be a guinea pig merged with a rabbit. Okay. That's fun. Nothing's working for him right now.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Let's go back this way, just to see what's back here.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
Okay. I have to admit, this is like pretty good game as it is right now. I'm just doing chapter 1.
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes at Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
that odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
This is a... What is that?
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Oh no.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Okay. Can't go that way. I didn't mean to do that.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Looks like I got to the save point.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yep, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
That's hilarious.
No wheels in there. An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps. I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Let's try the door first. See if... Okay. That's a big scratch, though.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? A bakery. And its smell. The delectable goods looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
I mean, it's actually a really good story. I might spend a little bit of money to buy some of the chapters.
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
You know what? I'm willing to sacrifice one single coin. Why it?
Probably shouldn't spend my only coins on my first day in town. Look like a blacksmith shop of sorts. I borrowed enough for the day.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
I guess that's...
I wished I had some marshmallows. I wished I had some marshmallows.
I guess that's it. Wait. There's something over there. There is. Now I remember correctly, I came that way. Okay, I guess the only way to go is this way, I guess. Wait a second. Now I'm thinking about it. I have to go back and give this wheel to that person. I want to get rid of it though. I really wish I got the shield for the wheel, but it's too late now. Let's go give this wheel to him.
Ah, a shortcut.
Should I take the shortcut or the long way? Let's go this way.
Here, kitty, kitty, not a kitty, not a kitty.
I had to do that one more time.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharge. I've got just the fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds
Let's
good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy. So do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
See how much money I spent. 4 coins. Okay.
Back away, back away. This area is on... Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Oh, did you use the hatchet again on that big tree?
First, I would need to find a way to get to it.
What was that addendum again?
Addendum 237A states that a royal guard can only leave his post if someone is in distress and is in need of assistance.
Okay. I can work with that.
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Come at me, bees!
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Distress! Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Okay. I got the idea now. I see what I need to do.
It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me. This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Not good.
Please! Please!
Over here, buddy.
Okay.
Pardon me! All right! Out, out, oh, oh, out, don't, ouchie, out, don't, bugger. Oh, down. Fish, destroy.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Oh, did you see that? I was almost across. Anyone?
Don't help us. I'm intensely studying the various approaches of my competitors.
I have this lovely ticket I could share. No? You're gonna regret it.
I wasn't going to toot that horn anymore until I found the missing piece. The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size. I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, What were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
Well, I never heard the date was switched.
I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
You know, perhaps my entrance ticket will let me bypass this chivalry test?
It's not yet the time for entrance tickets.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
I could feel the riches with the edges of my...
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're... Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. It's like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're... going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett. Unearthed the treasure that was within. I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingertips when it clasped shut. My arm was pinched between the treasure and its casing. I couldn't stay. If I did, I'd lose circulation and my...
Naga. Shreki hainga maka maka.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
A chaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
A chaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
A chaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's go ahead and do this test, I guess.
Do it. Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sir 10 of himself?
All right. Next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Trick question. Manny is his full name.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Probably his amazing, trusty bow. How did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again.
Okay. Let's retry this.
What do you want?
He is the strongest, though.
I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost. You again?
What's his name, though?
What was your name again? Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
Okay.
I'll leave you be.
Scram!
Strongest.
I could feel the riches with the... Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Every woman's dream?
Well, you got that right. The ladies love, 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 love. Yeah. Who? Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... Oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're... Sir 10 of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Are you
Should we
ready
try
for the
this
chivalry
test?
test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sir 10 of himself?
All right. Next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Swear these randoms.
Acorn?
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Trick question. Manny is his full name.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Pork chop, rack of minotaur, sprig and roast, anything that holds butter, really. How many did I get right?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got no answers correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more.
How'd I get one answer right last time? I did all the answers the same minus Acorn. So let's try this again.
You know, perhaps my entrance ticket will let me bypass this chivalry test?
It's not yet the time for entrance tickets. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1.
Let's try it again.
Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Let's do... He is favored to win the competition.
Sir 10 of himself?
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Achaka.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
A mirror, by the looks of him. What's my score?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors.
There's no other fun facts. I did everything.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
They didn't tell me nothing.
Let's do it.
Question 1.
That I've seen.
Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Oh my god, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that dog.
Oh, Manny.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Circumference.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Well, I know he likes stimulating conversation. Now, how did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again.
Okay. I'll do that.
I couldn't stay. If I did, I'd lose circulation and my limb would be lost.
We might break it off right here. I can't figure this out.
It would be sliced from...
Like, that dude helps no... Like, he has zero help from him. At least you could tell he's the strongest. And the fattest. I would say he would be the fastest. Because he has a bow. But this will be the end of this broadcast, so have fun, like always.